and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend. Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering,
does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
What up? Welcome to Brewsing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and brew. Well, that'll be the fuel. And I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, Lou?
What's up, man? How everybody? How y'all doing out there?
All right. Shout out to, you. Some technical difficulties. Maybe you'll join this. Maybe you won't. It's storming out. Speaking them up.
what happened?
No bullshit coming in late. You need to change that shit. The motherfucking balls. Fuck that bullshit. Late ass motherfucker.
And then my shit still messed up. I think the internet's still trying to trying to get this shit together.
Just stay quiet for a little bit. We'll handle it. Just show your pretty little face.
We got it. No.
Wait, why my joint already say error recording? I ain't even do nothing.
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't do nothing either.
Hold on.
Well, what did I get to? Oh, this is episode 296. 296 of Brewsing Banter Podcast. If this is your first time joining us, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
To all our bruisers and bruisettes, thank you for coming back.
Welcome back.
We are glad you have joined us for another wonderful episode of Brewsing Banter Podcast. And we're not gonna wait too much longer because we do have a great guest with us this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you are listening to the podcast. So we are going to bring her in, JulieAnne Cross of the Delaware Burger Battle. Let me give me a round of applause.
Well, hello. I loved your intro.
Welcome. Thank you. We appreciate the thirst.
We are glad that you can join us. But before we get into everything, we always like to know what everybody is drinking on.
Well, I'm drinking a lime LaCroix, which is not very exciting for a beer podcast, but watching the calories, saving up for the burger battle.
Understandable.
Cheers. You said what flavor is that now?
I have key lime right now, but I'm a limoncello girl. But there's a flavor a lot of people don't know about, and I have to get it shipped here. It's a cola, and it's got no color, no sweetener at all. So it's really good for a rum and Coke.
So
water. It's a brown water.
Well, no, it's clear water, but it tastes like it's got a little cola, like cola whispered on it.
Oh, Cola came in the room and played telephone with the.
Cola was in the cup, then they rinsed it out, but they left a little remnant of it.
That's it. Nice. But that's hard to come by. That's not in the area. That's not in the region or the area. That's hard to come by.
It must be regional because it always comes from like Florida when I order it on Amazon. So, yeah.
I wonder. That's interesting.
But I just found watermelon and a strawberry orange maybe. Those are really nice for summer. So, but I used to be a beer drinker and then we were off it for a while, but my whole family's kind of getting back on the beer tip. So I may be inspired after today.
Welcome back.
We'll definitely give you some recommendations to ease you back in.
All right. Lou, what you drinking on?
Oh man, you're coming to me. In honor of Yoda, I went to the back of the fridge This year was supposed to be Best Buy September 26th, 2024.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. But I went to a beer store and it was on the sale rack for 99 cents. So I bought it. This is a blueberry pomegranate magic sour ale. It is made by Heavy Seas Beer. They're out of Baltimore, Maryland. So it's kind of local. Yeah. That's a fearless, bold, independent. It's a 4.5% alcohol by volume. As you can see, it's in a 12-ounce can here. Don't worry about the label. I have trouble with that. Our sour ale is skillfully crafted with lactic acid. So it does have lactic acid, guys, producing yeast, complemented by infusions of blueberry pomegranate juice. The result, a delightful brew that captivates the senses with its lovely flavor and enticing aroma. It does smell really good to be 9 months after its due date. It looks kind of orangey, not the blueberry or pomegranate that I was expecting in the color. Some little hints of purple, maybe it was there before. It has a whisper of purple. But yeah, I listen. It's old, but I still will pass me another. I would try this again.
I wonder what this is like new.
I would hope that somebody cracked it open and sipped before they said, "Oh, we still going to sell it." I hope somebody cracked open another one.
Well, there was only one left. There was only one left.
So I hope they drink one and said, "You know what? It's still good to drink."
I don't think that they do that.
Probably not.
I don't think that they do that at all. I think they put the beers that expired on the rack and say, "Hey, these are heavily discounted."
They're not at the brewer. I could see if it was at the brewery.
Yeah,
we would do that.
It's like a liquor store.
The liquor store.
Yeah, but liquor store still got a product. They might be like, "Yo, you selling garbage product, and you never go back to the
because
store."
Somebody going to say that's a garbage beer, they're not going to say it's because they got it from that.
And it's 99 cents. Bro, it's thrift store beer shopping.
I love a bargain, so I would have picked it up too.
Yeah, and are you taking back the shirt that you bought at the Goodwill?
No, you're right.
No,
you sip it. If you don't like it, you dump it.
It was 99 cents. In this day and age, 99 cents is a hell of a deal.
I stand corrected. All right, what you drinking
on? So I went to Maple Shade, New Jersey, and I didn't go there, but I got a beer from there. From Dr. Brewlittle's. This is their orange Dogs Nation white ale. On the can, you see it's a bunch of dogs. Look like they celebrating. You know, could be a game or something. I don't know.
I just did a puzzle that looked kind of like that. It was it was Eagles themed. They had a bunch. They were all in Eagles different paraphernalia.
And see, that's what I think of when I see like this can in the title of the beer because it's Orange Dogs Nation, like Eagles Nation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like they celebrating some kind of
watching some type of sport
or something. Yeah, something like that. That's what I got from the can. I don't know if that's true, but this is a white ale, and it's a 5%er, so it's something light, easy to drink because it is a weekday and I got stuff to do tomorrow, so got to keep it light. But this is what it looks like in the glass.
Is that like straw yellow?
It almost like pickle juice look. Has a pickle juice kind of look to it.
Okay.
Not sure why, but yeah, it has like the little pickle
you said white ale specifically?
Yeah,
white ale?
White ale. Yeah. Okay. But it's pretty good. I like it. It's a little on the sweet side. I like that about it. It does have the citrusy taste flavors as your regular ales do, but I mean it's pretty good. I would try this. I would pass me another of these. So shout out to Dr. Brewlittle's, a doggone good beer.
What up, Jack?
Yeah,
shout out to Jack. Yeah.
Right.
Rob, what you drinking?
I actually have from Dokkaebier, I have the Yuza Blonde. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to see. There you go. Yuza Blonde. It's a blonde ale with yuzu. It's a type of citrus that says you'll love our appealing, pun intended, blonde ale. It's sweet maltiness, perfectly balanced, and tart acidity of Yuza. I need to taste Yuza because it does it's like a bitter orange, I guess. It's like you could taste it could taste the citrusy, but there's also a bitterness to it. Almost like it's not eating like the skin off of a grapefruit, but it is still some bitterness in there. I just
like the name of it.
You can't really tell on here, but it's like a golden color. It's a little cold. It was frosty, so there you go. It's a little frosty. There you go. My shirt is orange.
Yeah,
your whole thing, everything looks orange on you.
Yeah,
you look orange.
Cheers that whole thing up. Yeah, you do.
Like a
shirt reflected on your face.
It's like an Oompa
Loompa. But it's tasty. It's only 4.9% ABV. It says born in Korea, brewed by Dokkaebier out of Oakland, California. They were one of our guests not too long ago.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, like I said, I have a taste of a Yuzu offline to see because if it tastes like that, then it tastes like a Yuzu blonde. It's like a bitter citrus. So I'm gonna pass me another. I enjoy it. It's easy, refreshing. If I was sitting down outside or if it was a barbecue, 4th of July just passed it. So if I was outside barbecuing, drinking up, man, this is one I would grab. So shout out to Dokkaebier. All right. Well, everybody is drinking on something. So we are excited to find out what Delaware Beer Battle is all about. So we do want to. Oh, shit. Delaware Burger Battle. I have beer on my mind.
That might be a good idea, though. Throw that beer battle in there.
Hey, that's our next idea because I know they do. You do other battles, right? You don't have to answer that right now.
I have, but yeah, that's a story.
Okay, we like to hear stories.
We have time.
So without further ado, we want to give JulieAnne Cross the floor, and once again, I'm going to give you the round of applause and let us know what Delaware Beer Battle is all about, who you are, and what Delaware Burger Battle is all about. I fixed it.
Stop drinking the beer. Go eat a burger so you can remember.
They burger on the brain.
They go hand in hand. So now I got beer and burgers on the brain.
Coincidentally, the Delaware Burger Battle actually started out at a brewery. It was Twin Lakes, RIP.
Yeah.
It was our first our first 3 years, maybe 4. And it was cool. The owner of the property was one of the owners of the brewery, and brewery was on site, and they opened their arms to us. But we only had 3 kinds of beer, I think, and the lines would be long for the beer. You'd have your burgers, but they were doing sample sizes, and that caught up pretty quick. And actually, the only reason we left there because we figured that problem out. But there was only one lane coming into the property, and so we kind of maxed out at about 400 people because just trying to get in and out of the property was the challenge, and we moved along. It is still a bit of a beer focused event. We had a lot more craft beers in the beginning, but it's a wide variety now. There's a little bit of craft, a little bit of your most popular light beers, and we have wine and things like that. And what people have always liked about it is the ticket's all inclusive. So as you eat your burgers, you just go up and get a cup or get your cup filled at the beer tent or the wine tent. Sometimes we have mead, and sometimes the days can be like 95 degrees, and so I don't know if people are going for like the double IPAs at that point. I don't think we have any stouts ever. I love a stout, but maybe not on a 95 degree, 12 noon burger meal.
Why
not? You need a fan and air conditioning.
I know. Yeah. So it's an outdoor event, obviously, because, we can have somewhere like 10 to 12, sometimes a lot more restaurants cooking burgers. So it's not something you can really do inside. Can you imagine like the Chase Center with 12 grills going on inside? It would be insane.
Yeah. They probably think you were asking that too. Like, why you?
Right.
Yeah. Well, and you asked earlier about other battles. We did do a grilled cheese battle twice. And I was just about to do the third, but I was looking for another venue, and I'd walked around the Chase Field House, and we were about to start negotiating numbers with them, and all I could think of is that place and the basketball court was going to smell like butter for about a week and a half after our event, because that's what happened at the Queen. I feel like every bride for the next 2 weeks after the grilled cheese battle was going to be smelling butter. So the grills and the smell, and it's all part of the experience.
I'm wondering, is that a bad thing, or is
yeah, to walk into the gym and smelling butter and sneakers? That sounds like a festival too.
Well, let's take it all the way back to the beginning. Like, why did you start Delaware Burger Battle?
and what actually is it?
Okay,
it sounds explanatory, but it may not be.
Right.
True. In probably 2011, I was working with some restaurants. I do consulting or communications kind of things, PR, and I had a business partner who he was interested in doing like some kind of outdoor picnic in Wilmington. And I had been watching Rachel Ray, who as part of the Miami Food Festival, they do a burger bash. And I was like, "Ooh, we don't have that here." And I brought that idea to my customer, and then my client, we didn't talk about it again. And I don't know, 9 months later, he came to me. He's like, "I have a date, I have a website, I have a logo. Let's do it." So he was a restaurant owner, and he had lots of ideas that he was like, "We're doing it this way." So I was sort of support staff and sort of figuring out some of the logistics and the marketing and And guess what? He ended up winning a trophy at the first and second burger battle, because we had 3 categories. There's a judge's choice, so we had to get judges. Our first year, Elena Deladon was one of the judges, and she was sick as a dog. We felt bad. And then,
oh man,
I can't think of his name. He's a boxer in Delaware. It's not Mike Stewart. It's somebody else. And then Spencer Dunkley, who was part of championship UD team when I was in school.
Right.
So we only had 3 judges for like a dozen burgers. We learned that first year. But they're also people's choice. So you would put tickets in for your favorite burgers. And, he founded the festival. He got all his friends to come.
Right.
He got people's choice. He did have a very good burger. It was very straightforward, classic burger. And that is actually a formula that people pay attention to now. There is a bit, when it's people's choice, it's got to be a good burger, but you can sell it a little bit. And he certainly did so. And so we also had a category for alternative burger, which we thought would have been things like chicken burgers or veggie burgers. And sometimes that has dabbled over into seafood burgers. But we think that anything that most people would call red meat, pork, bacon is in about 2/3 of the burgers every year. We have bison. In fact, Ted's Montana Grill is coming back with bison. So anything that looks like red meat, we put in a red meat category, and everything else is an alternative. So that was 2012. We did 2 or 3 years together, and then he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. I had to rebrand a little bit, and I ran with it by myself. It was the Wilmington Burger Battle, now it's the Delaware Burger Battle, and this will be year 12.
Nice.
On August 23rd. We had 2 years of a hiatus thanks to the pandemic. And then, long story, I had some health issues, and I did not pull the trigger until 9 weeks before the date, and I pulled off a sold-out burger battle in 2022. I couldn't believe it. 2019, right before pandemic, was our first sold out, and then we've been selling out ever since.
Nice.
So what the deal is, it's an all-inclusive ticket price, which you're not getting that at a lot of other festivals. You get that at like Best of Delaware, right?
Right.
So all-inclusive ticket. We try to make it easy to park. We try to make it like easy to do. It is family friendly, but we only get maybe out of 850 people, there's usually like 30 kids. There's teenagers and stuff like that, but we try to make it something that it's not a gala ticket price. It's an affordable ticket. And frankly, you can't get stuffed at a restaurant and drink beers and stuff for the amount of money that ticket is. So it's a really nice, inclusive event. we have always raised money for primarily hunger causes. So originally it was Ministry of Caring that has a manual dining room. But for a number of years now, it's been Food Bank. We donate 100% of the proceeds. I'm a volunteer. Every single dollar after expenses gets donated to charity. And then we have a secondary beneficiary, which is Delaware Restaurant Foundation. Now they do a couple different things. They actually partner with Food Bank. And the important thing that both of those organizations do is job training. So they take people who need a change in their circumstances and give them schooling so that they can either the high schoolers through Delaware Pro Start can go through up to a 4-year program in high school, and they can be ready to go to culinary school or straight into a career in a kitchen. They're all ready to go. They, with all their certifications, and they're really good at it usually. Delaware's team for Pro Start going to nationals has won, I think, 4 years in a row. It's actually the Caesar Rodney High School culinary team, but they win Delaware and then they go to nationals and win nationals. So great to support that program. And that's 18 Delaware schools. So all people from all walks of life, they want to learn how to be chefs or even front of house hospitality. They've got that opportunity. And then Delaware Restaurant Foundation also does the job training. They do the certifications. They also have a relief program for restaurant workers. And that came up during the pandemic where people couldn't pay their bills, or suddenly you have, a severe illness. And so this relief fund does really great things. So I feel like those are bookends. We help people in some of the worst times of their life, but then we also set people up for success with opportunities that they may not have. And I do feel, I'm not 100% sure how much of the programming is this, but it's people who are coming back out of being incarcerated. It's also people who need a fresh start after a major life change or recovery or etc. But really just anybody who wants to join this industry that I love so much has opportunities. And Food Bank's culinary program's free. It's a scholarship based, yeah. So,
shout out to that.
And sidebar, the Food Bank food is good. Like I go there for lunch and breakfast every once in a while. It's really good.
And you can get produce from their farm. And I always leave with some arugula or something.
Yeah.
So we go stuff our face with burgers. You usually have to have a buddy to finish the samples. Like you can't really eat 12 samples, like 12 quarters of burgers, 3 whole burgers, and drink beer and stuff. So a lot of people have a system with a buddy, so they get half. But we stuff our face, and at the end of the day, we give back to people who have food insecurity, and I think that's how it needs to be.
So for the 2025 burger battle, how many restaurants will be there, and how many different burgers will be presented? How does that work?
We're still in the recruitment phase, but on average, we have had I'd say the average is usually between 10 and 12. And then we've been up to as high as 18, but I realize that 12 is actually the magic number because people are too full when you get much more than that. So I'm about to announce who's participating. You'll watch our website, deburgerbattle.com, for those announcements, and of course our social media. But we have a couple of restaurants that have done it every single year since we started, and that's Chelsea Tavern and Red Fire Grill. Each of them has like 5 or 6 trophies, so they like to stack those when they can pull a win. Yes. And we have other returning chefs from different restaurants. Left one, went to another. So there's some good stuff coming.
So are you a heavy burger eater? Like, is burger one of your favorite things?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm just a big foodie, but I do like basic, satisfying food more. Well, I like bougie food, yes, but I like to leave a meal, full and satisfied. And a burger is kind of perfect American food. It can be a perfect meal in one like little handheld. You got your veggies, you got your starches, and you got some good meat and some dairy. I mean, I like a bite of pickle with everyone. So then you got your fermented food. It's it's kind of
You get all
Because
the
that's why I
groups.
asked you. I was going to ask you like, what's the best burger you ever eaten? Like
I
not
was
even
and
within
then
the.
at the contest was like overall what's the
Yeah, I
best burger
wasn't
you've eaten?
asking
Like
about the contest, just
and then
overall.
well.
right.
We've served like 90 different kinds of burger, like because of all the turnover of all the restaurants. I think we've had 70 some restaurants over time. So I will say that I can't say my favorite because frankly my adrenaline is so high. Sometimes I barely eat.
Right.
And then there have been a couple times where things are going so well, suddenly the adrenaline drops and I'm hungry. And I would say there's only been 2 out of the 12 where I have eaten most, if not all, of the burgers. And both times I knew which ones was going to win, which is wild for not having eaten the burgers for most of them. One time, Mayali, which is also that restaurant is no longer with us, did a Mexican themed burger with not chipotle, poblano something, like might have been poblano stuffed, and it was heavy on the cumin. And I tasted it, I was like, this is a winner right here. And it's not just the flavors, it's the execution. I mean, some people, they can't make it the right temperature, or things get toughened up or what, or by the time you get to the sample, it's cold, which isn't their fault necessarily. And then another time was Maker's Alley had a miso barbecue sauce, and I don't like barbecue sauce. And I said, that sounds good. And it was amazing, and they won. So those were 2 I predicted. A lot of times it's a pretty straightforward burger. It's going to have a nice cheese. It's going to have a fatty, fat bacon. I think Chelsea won last year with a Millionaire's bacon, if I recall correctly. So I'd say a lot of years, more than half of the burgers have bacon, which makes it interesting to get judges because there's a lot of people who love burgers but don't eat pork.
Right.
So getting the judges every year is always, we try to get celebrities, but also people with
Celebrities is crazy.
Yeah.
That's very, very unique and awesome. Right on. Brother.
Yeah. And so, somebody on this panel might get a call maybe this year or another year.
Hey.
And it's also hard to get foodies who don't work in the industry.
I'm a foodie who does not work in the industry. Yeah.
I don't eat beef.
Yeah. So it's at least 2. Look, neither one of them eat pork, so I guess one person to get the call. I'll be waiting, JulieAnne.
I can pick it off and say, "Oh yeah, that tastes great."
And you guys you'll appreciate this. I take the political nature of it away from myself, and I have a competition team, and they manage all of that.
Absolutely.
But I tend to pay attention to who's out there and fire them off ideas all the time, but I don't pick.
Don't look at me.
That was to Lou.
Right.
Lou.
If you don't get the call, it wasn't my fault. I did put your name in there, though. I got you. No
Shoot
problem.
you with that Shaggy real quick. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Although for those listening, I'm available to judge things.
Yes, I am. I'm available to judge all things food.
Wait, so JulieAnne, did you say what was the best burger that you had overall? Like, not just in the competition, but just.
I don't think I could say that because I don't always eat them, and then also my memory's not good enough to say that out of the 12 years. But I feel proud of the fact that I picked the winners twice. So.
Yeah. Okay. We got you.
But I do like a bite of pickle with every burger, and I like a medium rare. I think I'm leaning toward like a blue rare as far as steak, but I like a medium rare burger.
Okay. All right. I mean, you lost me when you said you didn't like barbecue sauce, but that's fine.
I do like vinegar sauces, but yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, vinegar. Okay.
I think you're the first person I've met that says like I'm out on barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I've never heard that before either. But I guess I never really asked anybody either.
But a dry rub rib is like pretty divine. When you don't put anything on it.
If you could do it the right way, you're right about that. Yeah, it shouldn't need sauce.
Is it better once you dip it in that
It enhances it. But if it's done well, it shouldn't need. It's just like a steak. If it's done well, it doesn't need sauce.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't need the enhancement, but it enhances it.
I do like a good. I have an uncle who's the type that gets up at 4 a.m. to cook a pig on out on a grill, and his sauce is like apple cider vinegar, red pepper flake, garlic. That's my jam.
Okay. So yeah, vinegar.
And you actually pick the pig, which is, I like a ritual.
Now, in terms of are there like I'm curious, is there like criteria for I guess the burgers, like is it traditional burgers or can you do like smash burgers, like how, like there's like things you have to meet before you come in?
We don't have any criteria. I have some personal opinions that I don't express because if I express them, I'm influencing. But everyone, pickles, please. No, it really execution is part of it, and it's 95 degrees out. And the first hour of the battle, all like 500-600 people are trying to get your burger in the first hour. It's unreasonable, but they're trying. And so you're hustling really hard that first hour. And then the second and third hour, it's going a little bit slower, and your meat and your burger could potentially dry out or what have you. So when you're hustling in the first hour, your temperature might not get hot enough. So people might complain that it's a little too rare for them. Later on, they might dry out. So it's really an execution thing, and it's a timing thing. Some people do flat top griddles, and I do think they do smash burgers. Other people do charcoal. Other people do gas. So everyone's execution is their own thing. Nice. And I will say that at least one restaurant, I know that I don't like their burger in their restaurant, and they do really well at the Burger Battle. So their execution in the competition is a key for them.
So, restaurant?
You don't have to tell us, but do you like the burger at the competition? Have you had the burger during the competition?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I thought she was saying the people like it. I didn't hear that she liked it particularly. Yeah, cool.
But that grill they rent or towed around with them, it must be different than the grill in the restaurant.
Absolutely.
Plus, you have different people working and
fresher grease. The grease could be different. True. All that. This could be a lot of different factors.
That sounds stressful though. The way she was talking about that first hour, like crazy. You're probably sweating all in your burger.
That's why it's so rare.
And they donate all their services, so their services and the product as part of their contribution to the fundraising. So also, I'm not going to put a limit on you if you do your thing, because I always thought one day maybe one of the meat companies or something would come along and be like, use our meat, we'll give a donation. But everyone's doing their own thing, and they have their own meat blends. Some blend like filet and brisket and and some just use straight chuck. So that's part of the execution too. Some of them a lot of them grind bacon into the meat, which I think is fun. But then I assume you're going to try to get to a proper medium there. So
okay.
So many different options. Wow.
Right. I want a lamb burger.
We've had lamb burgers.
That sounds good. I had a lamb cheesesteak last week. It was delicious, bro. It was really good. Yeah.
Lamb.
Yep. Slaughtered for the goodness of the cheesesteak. The bread was delicious too.
That's terrible. That poor thing. That was somebody's pet.
No, I hope not.
So
Julianne's family's picking out the pig.
I've eaten people's pets.
Yeah.
I have. I've eaten somebody's pet bull before.
Yeah. And that y'all pick out the pig every time you go to your uncle's house.
So, just to clarify, she did say pet bull and not pit bull, right?
Pet bull, yeah.
Oh, pet bull. Okay.
Pet bull,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You got Julianne eating man's best friend out here?
That would have been wild.
I think we would have had a lot of different questions to ask.
Your listeners might kill me and your viewers might kill me, but I would love to have a pet pig someday, but I will probably still eat pork. So
I think people with pet pigs eat pork though. Some people
pigs are cool. I would love to have a pet pig over a dog. I would definitely, if you gave me the choice.
All right. Well, what you want?
And I'm kinda scared of
pick
chicken.
up-
No, I don't want an animal
gonna
in
say
my
about
house. I said if
chickens.
you give me the choice, I will take a pig over a dog.
Some
I
people
don't
be
want
having
either.
chickens
I don't
as a
want either
pet,
one of them.
but they still eat chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, chickens apparently can be kind of cool as pets. I just remember my grandfather's chickens used to like chase me and try to peck me, so
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But apparently, they can be really nice companion animals. Let's just say that.
All right.
Yeah, I
They can
saw
be
a
very
video,
delicious, too.
earlier of a chicken running to meet his owner every day. Like
Yeah,
they let him out the coop when
let
he
that
eats
chicken
and the
run up to
owner-
me on a bad day.
You got your barbecue sauce? You got your barbecue sauce ready?
Fried dolly to the side.
So I'm curious to know, Julianne, like, so if somebody purchased their ticket for next year, because you can't purchase this year, but so when you purchase the ticket, so what can they expect besides just the 10 burgers? I know you said there were some craft beer options and stuff like that. So what can they expect during that day?
So we usually have 5 or 6 things on tap from the standard truck. They tell me what beer they're bringing because they're a sponsor. But one year, like we had a couple things, I think from Cape May Brewing, that was lovely. So it's not necessarily microbreweries, but it's not all light beers either. And then we usually get lucky and have some seltzers, which are getting very, very popular. We always run out. And then we had wine. Last year we had Deladon wines, which is Elena Deladon has one of them named after her, but it's that family. And then we had mead from Liquid Alchemy, who participated in the Burger Battle before they ever opened. I was stalking them, and they said yes, and they came and gave samples of mead before they had ever opened to the public. So I consider them good friends and legacy supporters.
That's you. That's you helping the craft culture. Good for you.
Yeah, and we have.
I'm on you.
We have a water truck. I'm trying to reduce my landfill use. Oh, this is also your readers will appreciate, or listeners. You could tell I'm in writing communications person. I started a few years back because I've been going to the Oktoberfest in Delaware for 35 years or something. And we always come home with all these cups. And I was looking around at all these plastic cups we were throwing away. And I said, why don't we tell people if they bring their own vessel, we called it, and they showed it on the way out, we give them a ticket for a raffle for next year, for tickets for next year. And people loved it. And so we're reducing our landfill impact. And there's a lot of Oktoberfest cups. We tell them, I think, a maximum of 18 or 20 ounces or something. So they're not bringing in a gigantic stein. But people bring their own glassware. They even bring their own wine glasses sometimes. So that's a nice little feature. Cool. And we do soft drinks. ShopRite and Kenny Family Foundation have been supporters for a long time. So we missed the ShopRite brand of Mountain Breeze. It's not Mountain Dew. It was whatever the store brand was, but they don't have it anymore. So we're sad. But lots of sodas. Trying to find some things like seltzers so that people who are want to balance those burger calories out. And we do a little bit like cookies at the end because somebody said we can't really have that meal without sweets. They don't really go as fast as you would think. So it's really just burgers and beer, burgers and beverages. That's it. What?
Never any French fries.
Well, here's the thing. We don't have electricity. So if you want to do French fries, you have to bring a generator. People have tried to do that now and then, but it's also people are so full trying to throw everything in there might hurt you, might help you. But my husband's a DJ and my son's a DJ, so they play music for the event. And it's about 3.5 hours long, and we start announcements at the 3-hour mark, so it goes pretty fast. And we have games. We have some games. We encourage people to bring their own games. And people do that, and it's a big social time too. It's a bit of a who's who.
All right.
But get on our website, deburgerbattle.com, sign up for our newsletter because we started warning you in advance when the tickets are going to go on sale. 8 hours is a little bit unkind to people, but at least they had the day and they had lunch hour.
What are you saying? You just said you sold out in 8 hours?
In 8 hours, we sold out this year.
Man.
Last year, we sold out in 6 days, and people were like devastated. And we warned people, we're like, pay attention to our emails. When they go on sale, they're going to go fast. And 8 hours blew our minds.
Hold on.
8 hours is crazy. What y'all got? Chris Brown out coming up here?
Rihanna coming too. Rihanna bringing both the babies. What?
Right.
Hold on. So my question. Oh, what's my question? Okay. So how does the marketing work to go from, like, it was a great event last year when you sold out in 6 days? So how are people just sitting like it's like a Taylor Swift concert?
Yeah.
It really is. And people listen and they
How
got
many
on our
tickets?
email list. Well, I can't say that, but our capacity is 850. It's not big. And
That's
that
that's fine. 850 is fine. So wow.
Yeah. But I have to count all the workers and volunteers and everything.
Yes, understood.
So
Understood.
that's, the police have to know that.
Yes.
And the potties and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay.
And it's hard to feed more than that many people in that 3 hours.
Right.
If we had 2,000 people at the event, maybe we could double our restaurants, but you wouldn't get a taste of everything. So
Right.
And it may have to be a little bit longer to get all the people to taste and not be full throughout that. Like, you got to worry about all those things. Yeah, because you can't have 20 people, 20 restaurants, 20 different burgers, even if you would want to, because everybody can't eat 20 tastes.
And we thought 4 hours when we first started doing it, but people got drunk. So 3.5 was the sweet spot. 3 was way too short.
You're drinking a lot if you're getting drunk
with a burger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At a burger event, like, you're doing a lot of drinking.
But people may get full fast, and now they at a beer fest.
Now they got tired jawed from chewing. Now they just need to drink.
Well, yeah, because sometimes you get all your burgers in the first hour and you have 2.5 to kill. So
Yeah.
But when we first started, there was no Uber. I remember these guys took a taxi out, and I was really impressed with them. And now you can Uber, and we're in the city now. We used to be, when Twin Lakes was outside the city, like Greenville area, and then we were up north near Bellevue, Bellevue Mansion. We were on the Caulfield House side. So it was a little harder to get up there with that transportation, but we're in town now, and Rockford Park, right around the tower.
Okay.
So a lot of people even walk
That's
there.
awesome.
So.
Yeah,
that's a good spot.
they have a lot of events there. That's good.
Yeah.
I have a question. What are these prizes look like for the restaurants that win?
It's trophies, and it's not even like a cash prize or anything. So they really do it for the love of the competition and for the charitable beneficiaries.
Yeah.
We used to have like their trophies with a burger on top, and we used to get them from a company in Florida. But I decided I wanted to start keeping my money in Delaware even more. And I have a person who makes found art out of like metal pieces, and he makes me trophies out of like all kinds of different, a lot of them are culinary pieces. And we put a little burger. Sometimes we actually had a burger made out of found pieces, but now we put a little like squishy burger on the top. So some of the people who have 5 and 6 trophies have several different styles.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I got bragging rights for at least a year. I like that.
Right.
I've been talking shit since February. So I can let me win burger of the year.
And Maker's Alley won one of the trophies last year, and they have they've actually won 3 trophies. Year before, they won both trophies, People's and Critics' Choice. That was the miso barbecue. And so they have 3 trophies representing 2 burgers that they have on their regular menu. So Chelsea usually puts their winning burgers on the menu too.
That's what I was going to say. Do all the winners, or just do they? Because you said sometimes there are one-off burgers. If they win, do those burgers have to be at the restaurant, or do they have the option?
It's really up to them, but I will say Chelsea was, I think, one of the first year's winners, and they did really well keeping that burger on their menu. Red Fire, I think, might do their regular burger from the restaurant. They're pretty consistent. And then Mayali, who won with that Mexican burger with the cumin and the poblano, they sold like hotcakes that one. So they got a lot of media attention from that. We got a little bit of national coverage at that time. Some of the listicles out there, they want to do it easy, and sure, you can go for Yelp or Google, or you can look for who won a competition. So
I guess that is good promotion for the restaurants, because if I
That's the best burger in Delaware.
right, I was actually coming here to get spaghetti, but
you see that burger? You see these burger trophies I got? I got 6 of them. Eat my burger, bro.
Now for the 12 years you've been doing it, for the people who are coming or attending, do you have best practices or great strategies attacking the event?
Yes.
Burger battle etiquette.
People who figured out a buddy system, they're the ones who are winning, because they're trying all the burgers. They have somebody to hold their beer while they take a bite, and vice versa. Stretchy pants are key. Some people don't eat at all the day before the day of. They do a little fasting. I say stretch your stomach, eat some big salads that week. But, and it's hot, so it's rain or shine. And knock on wood, we have had some rain now and then, but never enough to really damper the festivities. But we've had hot a lot more. So sometimes, because we have this lovely shade canopy at Rockford, we're right around the tower at Rockford Park, not in the big middle part. And so there's a lot of shade, and we have some tents. But whatever your trick is to keep yourself cool, that's really important. Bring your fun cup. And, this is not the time to come from being a vegetarian to suddenly eating meat. You gotta train a little. It's not your cheat day.
No, that sounds terrible, though.
Yeah, it may be one vegetarian burger there. Like that. That's it.
Well, there have been. But here's the thing. If you're a vegetarian and it's for, like moral reasons, this is, I don't think I'd be buying a ticket to
you're gonna probably write a sign in the middle of the battle. Yeah.
But some years we do get the alternative entries. I don't think we got any this year. But when we sell out 2 months, 3 months in advance, the vegetarians would have to be buying, on spec.
Right.
So I think it's going to move into being an all meat event, like effective last year. But we will accept, as long as we can get 3 entries in alternative, we'll keep doing alternative. But I think the evolution has brought us to being a meat fest.
So is it still 3 categories, or is it just 2 now?
We offer the 3rd category, but nobody has taken us up on it this year, I don't believe. So, and we're about out of time for that.
So alternative burger is just not meat, just not beef or pork, but it can't be not like beef. A beef. It could be a beef. It can't be a beef or pork just made like that. Poblano sounds like that would be an alternative burger to me, but that's not.
Well, we've had veggie burgers, we've had chicken burgers, we may have had seafood burgers. We've had I put lamb. I'm pretty sure I put lamb in alternative, because lamb is its own very distinct eating experience. But for it would be, you'd have to argue with me to get certain things under alternative.
Okay. So it's not just like the bells and whistles on a regular beef burger to be alternative.
Right. It's the meat that makes it alternative. But we also have had people who use the same recipe for their regular burger as for turkey burgers, which I thought was clever. So
I love a good turkey burger, boy.
Yeah, you can make a turkey burger good. I like.
I keep trying to get Iron Hill, because I always thought they had a really good turkey burger, but I haven't gotten it yet.
So when you say you said you haven't gotten them. How, like, if I am a restaurant, how do I get involved with this burger battle? Do you reach out to you?
It's me. I'm chief cook and bottle washer, as they say. I have my email address, which is fun, is ketchup with a K at deburgerbattle.com. But I have on the website, on a page with all of our past participants, there's a link at the top with a form that people can use to sign up, but they can also read all about how it works. Like I like to jam everything in a one pager. It's just my style. And it's an agreement that they can sign. And then I spend every year like looking up all the new restaurants, trying to find email addresses, even when they're secretive, and try to get the word out, paying attention sometimes to restaurants that don't even have a burger on their menu. Still, I'll hit them up. The Coin, the hotel in downtown, they didn't have a burger and they participated last year, and they loved it so much they swore they were going to come back. So I'm crossing fingers that I hear from somebody soon.
Hey, hit her up. Let them know.
Yeah, that's crazy. They didn't even have a burger.
Yeah. They might have one now, but
yeah, of course, if they participated, they probably was like, shoot, we might as well have a burger.
If they don't have a burger, JulieAnne, what makes you think to go to them and say, be in my competition?
Well, I know a lot of people, and a lot of times it's chefs move around a lot, so I follow people from one.
Gotcha.
Wow,
Understood.
yeah, okay,
understood. So okay,
I work for restaurants, and for the most part, my restaurants don't compete, and I try not to put the pressure on them because that's not fair. But that's my hobby. I run around, go to restaurants, and get that experience. Yeah. That's all I want to do with my spare time is go eat at restaurants.
I like that.
Either go out dancing or go out and eat, or hopefully both.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So say, like you said, 12 is a good number. If you got like 15 applications, how do you decide who's in?
Well, I've gone up to 18 before, and I also always know that one or two always drop out, which that's unfortunate sometimes. But 18 was too much. 16 is too much. It's too many samples, and so I am much more comfortable. I stopped communicating with people when we hit about 12.
Gotcha.
And there's a deadline for the health department.
She ghosts people.
What's that?
Peppers.
I said you ghost them.
a little bit. My language starts to get like very feet shuffly, but no, it's been a long time since that's even been a thing, because of the pandemic. But always there's a deadline for the health department, but somebody always comes in after, and I know as long as I don't abuse the health department people, that I can usually slide one or two in after the deadline, and that usually makes it all the better because I have more things to announce as we get closer.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I know you say sample burgers, but if you have like toppings and stuff, so how big are these samples?
Well, usually I would say 90% of the time they make a full burger and cut it into quarters. Okay. So you're getting a quarter of a burger from each restaurant. So that's why I say 12 restaurants means you're getting 3 full burgers with all the toppings. That's a lot.
Shit, it is.
Yeah,
burgers is crazy.
I
still judge JulieAnne,
but she said it wasn't me.
I will eat my salads the week prior.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. All right. Is there anything else we have for JulieAnne?
I think I did have a question. You said it was a DJ. Is there any like other entertainment there, or it's just?
Well, here's the thing: when you have 2 DJs in your house and you own all the sound equipment, it's hard to. And we're donating all the proceeds to charity, paying for like a new sound setup and a stage and this, that, and the other. When I got a guy.
Yeah, you're in house. You got 2 guys.
Yeah, my son's a DJ, but he's also a cook. And I want to say, year before last, he not only did he set up and clean up, he's like a monster. He could do it without me. If something happened to me, he could run it. He jumped in with a restaurant that was in the weeds to help them get their burgers out. He DJ'd. He judged because we had a no-show judge.
Oh,
and we knew that he could be a neutral party. So he did a little bit of everything. And wow. I always keep, So
shout out to the son.
They have so much fun DJing too, because it's just everyone's in a good mood, and it's not really a dance party, but it's it's the best open format because you have a built-in crowd.
Yeah.
Right. And they might be a little tipsy, so you ain't really getting it.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I don't have any.
We want to thank JulieAnne Cross from Delaware Burger Battle for coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you for coming on.
Clap.
But before we go, we always like to know how people can find you on these World Wide Webs, these social medias, and all that good stuff. So how can they find out more about Delaware Burger Battle and sign up and all that good stuff for next year and all that good stuff?
The website's deburgerbattle.com. I think our Instagram is fully Delaware Burger Battle, and our Facebook, you just search Delaware Burger Battle.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Lou, how can they find you?
My name is Lou Belgium, and I'm on them Instagrams.
Yo?
My name is Drill Toyota. I'm online somewhere. You can find me on Instagram at IM302YODA.
And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can even go to www.bruisingbanter.com if you want to find out more about us, our events. If you want to get merch, there it is like this. Bang, bang. Remember to like and follow. Check us out on YouTube as well. And smash that like button. If you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruce. There it is. Bing, 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 bing. Why you turn? This has been episode 296 of Bruising Banter Podcast. Until next time.
Have a good week. Have a good week, everyone.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, JulieAnne.
Thank you, JulieAnne.